Hello and welcome to just another ABDL interlude. So today I wanted to talk a bit more about diapers, and like last time, I figure there's no point just talking about them when I can show you. So if you're listening to the audio podcast, you can go to my website and find a link to the YouTube video that's going to go along with this. So here we go. I've been hearing a lot of talk about different kinds of diapers and like low riders and ones that ride up and ones that are a bit too long and all that kind of stuff. And it's kind of tough to just imagine that. So I have a bunch of different sizes here, and I thought I'd just sort of show you what we have and compare them. So what I have are two of the ABDL style ones, the M4 and the M3, which I think most people would be familiar with. And then another one, as sort of a reference, is the Tena Slip Maxi, which I think, again, a lot of people are quite familiar with. So those can be sort of the reference sizes. If you have used these ones, you sort of know what to compare it against. So aside from that, we have the Also Cute diaper, a dry 24/7, and the Snuggies, as before. So first thing I'll show you, and I've unfolded all these, they come folded twice, and just sort of folded them in half so you can get a good comparison of them. So up against the M4, start with the Also Cute. You can see it's roughly the same height as that. The padding pretty much ends at the same spot, and the waistband ends at the same spot too. So that's that. Next, the dry 24/7. Lining those up. It's a little bit shorter, but not much. I'd say it's still the same size. So sort of group these ones over here. Now here's the one that everybody talks about being the low rider. And as you can see, it is a little bit lower. Not too much, but probably just enough to be noticeable. And of course, comparing that over here to the Tena Slip, you can see it's also pretty low. So I guess if you're used to these, then the Snuggies wouldn't be that much of a difference. That's the Tena next to the Snuggies there. So I guess those would be our low riders over there, and these are our tall ones here. So that's that. So next thing I wanted to show you is probably comparing the widths here. So I'll try and go in sort of alphabetical order. We have the ABDL, Also Cute, Dry 24/7, Snuggie, and Tena. So give that a try and line up all the bottoms here. I don't know if that's really a useful view there, is it? Probably not, so I'm just gonna forget about that for now. But just having a look at the backs here. See, the dry 24/7 looks pretty big compared to all these. I don't know if that's just how it's folded. But it's certainly a lot thicker than that Snuggies one, which was kind of nice. I mean, that's the only complaint I've had about the Snuggies, really. Although I know they have the nighttime ones out, so I wouldn't mind getting my hands on those. And then really, I mean, comparing the 24/7 to the other two here, which I thought were quite thick, it's really quite a lot more significant. So there you go. I suppose the last thing to go on the size here is the widths, really. So just eyeballing them here, it looks to me like the Tena has got to be the widest of them, which is quite nice compared to the dry 24/7 there. If I was to line up the sides here, you still get quite a bit of the Tena sticking out there. But the rest of them, I mean, they all seem pretty consistent. That's about the same width there. That's the Also Cute and the 24/7. And the ABDL. And the Snuggie is a little bit narrower, so against this, it would probably look quite narrow. Yeah, so still quite a bit sticking out there. And of course with the tenna, the padding just goes right out all the way to the side there. So I think that's the main reason why it's looking quite a bit thicker or wider. Yeah, I mean, aside from that, I might as well open them up and show you what you get on the inside. If you look at the last video I did, you know what the inside of the Snuggies looks like. They have the blue stripe there, and they have one layer of the leak guards there and another one on the outside, so quite nice. And then you have the elastic waistband on both sides. It's quite nice. And then, as I say, I'm sure most of you are familiar with the tennis slip and how it works. Same thing, double leak guards there, one there. Quite a bit more elastic on this one than the Snuggies. And the elastic on the front and the back. Oh, actually no elastic on the front, sorry. Just on the back. And then going up against the M4, which again I'd assume a lot of you are familiar with. Same again, 2 leak guards, not quite as much elastic as the tenna, and no waistbands on this one, both the front and the back, no elastic. And of course the crazy stripes that you get on these are, well, it's up to you whether you like them or not. The dry 24/7, I mean this one is quite nice, I think. No crazy stripes on it, and yeah. And again, double leak guards. These ones don't seem quite as elasticy. Like, I mean, there's not a lot of stretch to that. And this one, the elastic is quite low down there. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, if you look at the tenna here, it's quite a lot of elastic on it. It goes quite a ways up. And of course you have quite a good elastic at the front and the back there as well, which is nice. But I suppose what that would lack in elastic is making up for in absorbency, right? And then of course you have the also cute, which are a little creepy to look at, those bears, but cute enough, I suppose. Kinda has 2 leak guards, but not really. I mean, that's just sort of a wall there. I guess it would, oh, it's just stuck down, that's why. Ah, there we go. So it's actually got a pretty significant leak guard there, the first one. That's really nice. And the outside one, again, like the 24/7, it's not a lot of elastic and it's quite close in there. So whether or not that's a good thing, I couldn't say. And then no elastic on the front or the back. Yeah. And then just for the fun of it, I have one of the ABU single tape diapers, and this one has got to be about 6 years old. The reason it's 6 years old is because the only size they had when we were getting them was large, and they are just way, way, way too large. So they've just been sort of sitting around. So I'll hold that up against the M4 for you so you can sort of get an idea. As I say, this probably isn't a very useful comparison size-wise. But I mean, it's quite large compared to a medium in that. I mean, that's a fairly big medium as well. But anyways, just looking at the inside there, just to compare the insides with the other ones. Because of course they're still making these. I have a new owner now. And I'm sure if I had a medium of them, they'd be quite nice. You got a really nice leak guard there on the inside, and a really nice one on the outside as well. No elastic at the front, no elastic at the back, I'm guessing. Yep, no elastic there. And of course just the one big single tape on each side. Compare that to the tapes on here. That is quite a wide tape. As I say, it's really tough to know if that one tape is any good. All we have is the large. We don't have any that actually fit, so it's tough to tell if the one tape does the job. One of these days I'll try and get my hands on some of the mediums, but to ship them out here is just ridiculous, so one of these days. Well, hopefully that was useful to you. Thanks for watching just another ABDL interlude. Bye for now.